or not is what remains to be seen. For KTN Business, I'm Eugene Anangwe reporting.
Well, indeed, quite a robust conversation. They're coming to us live from Kigali. We now want to come back here in studio and have a very quick conversation on the topic of education, the curriculum, and matters business. Of course, Kenya's only listed educational publisher is Longhorn Kenya Limited. Indeed, now it's a company that has gone across borders. It's no longer just in Kenya, but across the region in Uganda, Tanzania, Ethiopia, Zambia, and Malawi. And with studio to be able to discuss pertinent developments in the curriculum and how they impact on business is the Chief Digital Officer at that organization, Evans Rotich. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
Now, first off, there has been a lot of conversation recently about changing the curriculum, changing the structure of our educational system. And of course, this has a lot of impact on how publishers work. The fact that you have to renew materials, you might have invested in, stuff that was rolled out that hasn't really gone through its financial life. Maybe talk to us about some of these developments.
Thank you, Peter, for inviting me here today. The new curriculum gives us an opportunity also as a publishing firm to revise our materials, to respond to the needs of the 21st century. You remember the old curriculum that was developed a long time ago has now moved, and we have so many things that have changed. We are talking about competence-based curriculum, which Longhorn Publishers is so much familiar with, because as a regional company, we have developed materials on competence, which addresses the competence-based type of materials. And talking about this opportunity that the government is now giving us of rolling out a new curriculum, talking about 2633 kind of a system, is also very good because it addresses so many challenges and the gaps that we were facing a long time ago. So as a publishing firm, we are very ready, just waiting. And today we've seen communication again from the Ministry of Education, that is KICD, that the designs are ready. We expect the syllabus to be released, and once the syllabus is released, we'll be ready. We'll be ready to roll out this and ensure that we develop materials aligned to that curriculum.
This, of course, also means that parents have to fork out more cash in terms of educational materials, be it textbooks and that sort of thing. But interestingly enough, with the shift to digital, and with you being a Chief Digital Officer, talk to us about the benefits that then accrue from this transformation. The fact that parents no longer have to go to bookshops to buy these bulky books, but can indeed access the same online.
Correct. You know, this innovation that has come with the advent of new technologies, and we're talking about penetration of a mobile phone, talking about 3% now, penetration of a smartphone in Kenyan market. Talk about 58% of penetration of internet access. This gives you a great opportunity to publish materials that can actually be accessed real time. You do not need really to have like a whole library in your house or in a school to have the books. Why? Because it is possible to convert all these materials in various digital formats and then avail them in online shops, avail them with various e-retailers, and you can also have them actually accessed as an app in particular devices that you have. So with us as a publishing firm, right now what we have done is that we've converted over 65% of our products. Remember, Longhorn is a company that has been there for the past 50 years. So the materials that we have, over 4,000 titles for content that is for the region, have all been converted. We're talking about 65% converted into various digital formats, and these materials can be accessed today through various platforms. Go to Amazon.com, you'll find them. Go to Amazon.in if you are in India, you're able to find them. Go to our own custom applications and platforms on Play Store and on our own sites. You'll be able to access all these materials. So going into the new curriculum, we'll also ensure that we convert all these products and then avail them in these digital platforms for access. And somebody, wherever you are, you should be able to access these materials.
Earlier on this show, we had a conversation around the penetration of solar services and the fact that with the digital migration, we now have over 67 different channels that you can access. Some of these are educational.
Yes.
And the fact that digital materials now also means that you can channel some of this through some of those new channels. This increases the access of these materials for people in areas considered remote and off-grid. What has Longhorn done about getting to people like that?
Right now, as we speak,
yes,
we are working with close to 15 partners.
Yes.
And these are people who are running educational projects, NGOs, corporates, and well-wishers who are actually investing in education. We are talking about a number of people who have really put in their money to ensure that the end user is able to access digital content. A partner like Azuri, who was here just a few minutes ago, is a potential partner for Longhorn.
Yes.
Why? Because we're able to bundle all our materials and can be accessed in those solar-powered TV stations, TVs. We've talked to about 3 TV stations here in Kenya. And our materials also should actually be able to be accessed in those platforms. This one here shows the power of partnerships, which we embrace as Longhorn.
Yes.
We are working with quite a number.
Yes.
Talk of Zambia, where we have quite stable presence.
Yes.
In Malawi, in Rwanda, and the people that we have embraced are people now who are able to really look at what is this that we need to do in order to ensure that the educational content can be accessed in whatever devices are available in school or even at home.
Yes.
So Azuri now becomes a partner, and we'll actually advance the conversations with them.
Yes, and very quickly, and in closing, the fact that towards the lower end of the school curriculum, ECD and class 1 to 3, where there has been a lot of controversy, the fact that companies like yourselves have been developing a lot of materials, some even cartoons, animations, things like that. Talk to us about some of those things very quickly so that our viewers get a feeling of exactly what we can expect.
Yes. You know, with e-learning and digital publishing, you have great opportunities of developing very interactive materials, which we have done as Longhorn. We have our materials that have actually been approved by the Ministry of Education through KICD.
Yes.
And you can access them whether either coming to us or working with our e-distributors, and we have several.
Yes.
Building a very good animation or developing e-learning solutions, which we have done, takes also quite a huge investment because you are actually investing in building an application that will be used by the end users and should be used for a long time. Now, the materials that we have, and maybe when you look at just an example here.
Yes. Maybe just hold it the other way.
Yes.
Yes.
So all these are books.
Yes.
That you can access these materials in any device that you have.
Okay.
We have Android applications that you can actually go to Play Store.
Yes.
And download the Longhorn e-reader app. With it, you'll get about 400 titles.
Yes.
All coming, the titles coming in various digital formats. So here you're talking about interactive content in HTML5. You're talking about animations, 3D animations. You're talking about audiobooks.
Yes.
You're talking about EPUB and EPUB 3 interactives that we embed with videos and animations.
Yes.
So that if you're teaching a concept in biology, for example, and you have a food test, you should be able to show the learner how the color changes, and they can actually use the device like this to access these materials.
Okay.
Now, our content, we also have materials that are very good, that the teachers are able to monitor the students' performance.
Yes.
So this is a complete learning management system.
Yes.
So here, the student can actually attempt their own tests, get short revision materials, access interactive content with those videos, a platform that can diagnose and say, you do not have really a problem in mathematics, but you have a great challenge in algebra.
Yes.
So this is so there is quite a number of things that we have done.
Indeed, quite interesting. And sorry to have to cut you short, but indeed we have run out of time. And these are very interesting developments, and I'm sure we can pursue them not just on this front, but on all others that we have. And I know we owe it to our viewers to be able to show them some of these innovations that will cut both the cost of education and improve the access for them and their children. Indeed, thank you very much, sir, for taking the time to talk to us. Evans Rotich, there is the Chief Digital Officer at Longhorn Publishers, a company, of course, based here in Nairobi, but operating across the borders in about 6 other Eastern African